Very brave, because as you can see up behind me here, we have actually got Kandy Rain's friends and family. First of all, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. It's so tough, isn't it? Because you've been with the girls all the way through this whole competition and seen them, you know, go on this huge journey, and we only see a little bit on the telly. How do you think they're feeling right now?
I mean, they're devastated, they're heartbroken. I mean, they've worked very, very hard. They've had to battle lots of bad press, as well as work, as well as with the other groups and the other acts, work as well as hard as them. And I feel like they've had to work harder than anyone to get anywhere in this competition, and obviously...
Do you think the press are somewhat to blame? Do you think if none of that had come out, then maybe they would have, you know, had a better chance?
I think they definitely would have had a better chance if it hadn't have come out, but it was going to come out sometime, and it did, and this is what's happened. But obviously they will make it regardless. I mean, this is not the end of Kandy Rain at all.
They'll be back.
They will be back with a vengeance.
Hotter than ever. Thank you very much. Well, we've heard what everyone here in the studio audience thinks, but quite frankly, they have hogged the screen enough, so it's now your turn. Why don't you get in touch? Give us a call on 090 1122 1100. You've got just 20 seconds to leave your message, so keep it quick, and if it's good, we might call you back on air. Or you can text studio plus your comment to 87103. Or you can drop us an email by logging on to itv.com/X Factor and following the instructions. Or go to facebook.com/The X Factor. Or you can send us a tweet via twitter.com/The X Factor. Calls cost 25p from BT landlines. Calls from other networks may be higher, and for mobiles will be considerably more. Text costs 25p per message plus standard network rates. Time for a break, so no excuse not to call in. But come back, because we're going to be joined by Spice Mum Emma Bunton, Fruit Loop Keith Lemon, last year's winner Alexandra Burke's going to be in the studio. Yes, Alexandra Burke, plus showbiz columnist Dean Piper, as well as all the Xtra finalists. Make your way up to the studio, guys. They don't call us extra for nothing, you know. Welcome back to the Xtra Factor, the nosy neighbour of the X Factor that wants to know everything it's been up to. Later, the finalists will be joining us to discuss the fallout of tonight's results and answer your questions. So if you haven't already got in touch with us, why the heck not? In an effort to analyse and dissect tonight's event, we put in many calls to top doctors and psychologists, but they hung up on us. So instead, we ended up with the gorgeous Emma Bunton. A man who's funny. It's a funny man. It's Keith Lemon. X Factor goddess Alexandra Burke. And they say size doesn't matter, but inches means everything to this guy. It's showbiz columnist Dean Piper. Welcome back. Alexandra, can I say, I would love to comment on how brilliant your performance was, but I literally spent the whole night staring at your six-packs and naked men.
You babes, it was a moment.
How do you concentrate?
Men. I don't know how. I kind of did. I guess we just had to get on with it. But you see the part where I hit the guy in his chest?
Yes!
That was my favourite.
I was so jealous.
I was like, yeah, I'm getting you back for nothing, but, you know.
I was like, don't hit him, snog him.
Oh, thank you.
I was so moved. I nearly shed a tear. I was just saying earlier, I had to think of my Sunday dinner. Sort of stop me from crying.
Was it good to be back?
It was amazing to be back. Honestly, I just feel so honoured to even be asked to come back and perform, so...
So who do you think is kind of, you know, could possibly, you know, pick your crown back?
OK. For me, everyone is amazing and they're doing a fantastic job. But I think the overs are very strong this year.
Overs are very strong.
Yeah,
anyone
Simon's
in particular?
I think they're all as strong as each other. I mean, I'm rooting for... It's overs.
Overs?
Yeah,
you think someone in the overs?
Yeah,
okay.
someone. I'm not sure who yet.
Now, a lot of people are talking about Daniel after last night. Emma, yes. Daniel, discuss.
Daniel, well, for me, in the group song today, I didn't think he was good. And also, I loved his performance last night, but everyone's going mad, and I feel like he's still got a lot to prove. For me, personally,
right.
You know, I love Ollie. I think, actually, this year, can I just say, is the strongest year ever.
Really?
Honestly,
I'm so glad you
really
said
think there's some amazing people in
Alexandra's
there.
thinking, but I won last year.
No, but Alexandra's strong last year, but this year, there's a lot of people that are strong this year.
No,
there is.
You. Every year does it gets stronger every year. Without a doubt, that's what this show is renowned for. It gets stronger every year.
Now, two people that were very good in the group performance. The twins!
Yeah,
I thought they were brilliant. They
them.
leapt off the furniture. It was like, woo! Yeah, a bit of energy.
Probably behind them. I mean, this is amazing that they weren't in the final, the bottom two. So it was a real shock.
You were enjoying it. You were laughing your head
I
off.
was loving the twins.
Dean,
tonight.
can I just say it's not only the public that are being turned, the press are being turned as well. Because
surely not.
Stop the Twins Hate Crusade. I saw this headline in the paper today. So have they turned it around?
They've probably turned it a little bit around, but I think they're still going to get a lot of abuse. They're easy targets, but they're what this show.
But is that right?
Well,
pick on the easy target. Surely not.
They're very thick-skinned. They can handle it.
I've noticed though, and it's not. I haven't got a joke or anything, but I noticed if you put a wig on them and draw a beard on them, they look a bit like Russell Brand.
I need to see this.
I'm telling you. Do it when we go back to your room.
I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go.
He's not.
Behave yourself, Mr. Lemon. So Kandy Rain, I mean, the poor girls, it's horrible, isn't it? We won. When in your year, who was it that went out the first year?
Was Bad Lashes.
Bad Lashes.
And then girl band, so it was 2 groups.
2 girl bands. They always seem to go. Now, come on. I mean, girl band, Emma.
I think it's so tough, but it just shows you do have to have that extra sparkle. And for me, last night, they weren't kind of interacting. They were just kind of styled and placed and singing. And I think we all want to see, you know, a group enjoying themselves. And for me, you know, that's what I want to see. I want to see the girls up there enjoying each other.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what you pick up. But also, it's very difficult because I think you instantly connect with a solo artist. It's harder to connect with a whole group in the first week.
Particularly when they look like that.
Do you know if they're going to continue though, or are they going to go back to the day job?
What? Are you hoping they go back?
I am, yeah.
Keith Lemon, behave yourself.
Well, they're tidy though, aren't they? They're tidy.
They are bang tidy.
This is like a nest of tidy birds here. I'm enjoying myself.
What you've got to remember is, on the first week, it's absolutely nerve-wracking.
Yes.
No. And no intentions to get one.
Dean, the press have been quite... Excuse the
we don't
pun.
stand for that.
But the press have been quite hardcore when it comes to...
There's a really good back history, and as far as they're concerned, you know, the pole dance and everything like that, it makes great fodder. People want to read about it.
What's fodder mean?
We're not going
It's
there.
a bit like food for thought.
About vegetarian stuff.
Yeah, that would do.
And I think as far as tonight was concerned, they've got to have something to back up what they look like. I thought they looked great, you know. They went down the route that they were used to, and it worked for them. But they didn't have the voice.
Yeah, it's a shame they didn't get another chance because I think next year they could, next week they could have been brilliant.
Come back in kind of white smocks, looking like Julie Andrews. We've got a caller on the line. Is that Natalie?
Yes, it's Natalie.
Hello, Natalie. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, I don't think they were given a fair chance, really. I mean, with Danny and Cheryl making the comments about their actual past.
Yeah, I can understand what you're saying, but Cheryl did apologise. But do you think it was
she should have done that after. I mean, that was already brought to the attention on the TV. It made people who actually might have forgotten what they did for a living, it actually highlighted what their role was. And
do you not think that a lot of people kind of couldn't identify with them because of all the stuff they were reading in the papers and the fact, you know, women felt threatened by them because they were like, here's these uber sexy, gorgeous women. Do you not?
No, I don't. I think they were dressed for their age. They looked well. You know, vocally, they wasn't obviously the best, but they wasn't not the worst.
See, if only we were all as secure as Natalie is, we'd all feel like that. Natalie, listen, thank you so much for calling today. Enjoy the rest of the series.
Okay,
and guys, that's it. That is time out. Thank you so much. What are you doing?
I'm just saying, Rachel, though, did an outstanding performance.
She did.
There's much more to
They're all great. Well, look, thank you, all of you.
She was brilliant, Ollie.
Thank you. The panel, everybody. Do you know what? It's almost time for a break. But first, something completely different. The 12 finalists beat thousands to make it to the live shows, but how did they beat this guy? I will never know. We caught up with the man who lives down the Bristol Road, past the hospital, past the police station, and then on the left.
I'm Alan Walton and I auditioned for Xtra this year, but unfortunately I had technical problems with my watch.